Good afternoon. It's Pastor Marty from the Afternoon Drive. President Trump and Bernie Sanders share a common enemy: the establishment. Now, it's been renamed the deep state. President Trump refers to it as the swamp. I refer to it as the establishment, and I have for many years on my radio program. You have the GOP elite establishment, you have the DNC elite establishment. The Democrats on the establishment side view a Bernie Sanders as an outsider. He's not part of the clique. He did not come up through their ranks. He has not followed the proper protocol of taking turns. Therefore, they don't want him. Not to mention that some of them do actually reject some of his insane ideas. Flip side, Donald Trump did not come up through the GOP ranks. He was not part of Skull and Crossbones back in his collegiate days. He did not live his entire life with the idea that one day I want to run for public office. No. So he was never part of any of that. Therefore, the GOP elite, the Never-Trumpers, to this day, they hate him because he circumvented their process. He was not properly initiated. He was not hazed. He did not wait his turn. So on that sense, Trump and Bernie Sanders share commonality. Now, they don't share anything in common when it comes to ideology. This week, President Trump standing up to China. That is a pivotal point, and that is exactly why he won the Rust Belt. It's exactly why he won Pennsylvania, Ohio, Wisconsin. It's exactly why people who depend on, well, jobs to survive love Donald Trump, and the true elite snobs within the Democratic Party and within the Republican Party will never understand that. That's why when they try to vilify him, they can't quite wrap their head around, why did people vote for him? Well, when all of their jobs went to China, when all of the goods they buy have to come from China, the average American who is working and working hard for a piece of that American dream, when he sees made in China on it, he got it that this president was going to stand up to that. He was going to make sure that trade agreements were fair and sane, and that America's, i.e., your best interest, would always come first. That is what rallied people to vote for Donald Trump. And by the way, will again in 2020. That's what the libloons have not quite figured out. But I want to talk to some of you progressive liberals right now. How do you feel about the fact that this election, before it even happens, has already been stolen from Bernie? Oh, you don't believe me? Bernie was the leader of the pack. Then Joe Biden threw his hat in the ring. Worst rollout in any type of presidential or just about any type of running for office. It was horrible the way Joe Biden did it. And yet now he's 30 points ahead of Bernie. Do you understand? I'm talking to you progressives now. I'm talking to you, Kyle, over at Secular Talk. I'm talking to you, Young Turks. You do understand that the elite, the establishment Democrats, already working together with the lying legacy corporate corrupt media, despite its so-called liberal slant, the money and the power, the influence, the Nancy Pelosi's have pulled the strings, and they've already pulled the rug out from underneath Bernie. His poll numbers are tanking. Now, are they really, or is that just going to be now the media spin? They want you to just now accept the inevitable that Bernie can't do it. Bernie can't win. He can't win the nomination. It's not going to happen. The question is to you progressives, You so-called true new liberals. You going to take that line down? You're going to let Nancy and the old guard tell you how it's going to be? See, we're about to find out if you've really got this urgency that you say you do, that you talk about on your YouTube channels, that you vlog about. We're about to find out. See, Donald Trump, as much as he had to deal with negative press and negative coming at him from your side, the left side, think about what the elite within his own party tried to do to him. And he pushed back. Are you going to do the same for Bernie? Are you? Will you? Can you? Are you capable? Or are you just going to take it? You're just going to get that spank from the paddle of the boys at the frat house, and your response is supposed to be, "Thank you, sir. May I have another?" How about it, Bernie people? How about it? You're going to push back? You're going to let Biden just the same way Hillary Rodham Clinton just came in and snatched the nomination from you? You're going to now let creepy Uncle Joe do it? The grabber? Is that what you're going to do? Really? You're going to let it happen again? Or are you finally going to push back? You can hate Donald Trump all you want, but you got to admit, he pushed back on the elite. He still pushes back on the elite, which is why they hate him. Now we'll find out if you so-called democratic socialists, you've got all these great ideas and you are just not going to let the old guard run all over you. Polling says otherwise. Are those polls real? Or are you allowing them to manipulate you already? We'll see, won't we? Well, that's it. That's my rant for now. Thank you so much for tuning our way. Please hit the like button. I do read your comments, and I thank you for them. And make sure you subscribe to the channel, tell somebody about it, smack the bell for the next rant.